Okay, it's March 21st, 2017. It's Tuesday. I'm going to talk a little bit about the trades I took today. First one was on crude oil. We had made a nice little move down before the pit session at 9 a.m. opened, retraced back to, you can see it, this little swing area here. And it had gotten back there, and I was looking at a re-entry and possibly going down a little bit more. And I'm going to play that, you'll see the entry. Got in there at 49.01, pulled my stop down to a maximum of about 9 ticks or so. And it started to move down pretty well right in the beginning of the trade. Then we were curling up a little bit, and I did get this idea that maybe we might get a little double bottom here. And it pulled back to the entry, then started going again. And I took the 10 ticks there. Okay, then after the equity session opened at 9:30, I started shifting my attention a little bit to NQ and the YM. And one of my first trades was this little move up here, a little soon in the session. I don't think in the first 5 minutes of the open you probably should trade. Again, a little out of practice with NQ. Got into a trade here, didn't like it, got out at break even, so no harm done on that one. Then saw this little pivot off of this magnet, thought we were going back up, and it was a little later in the session. I thought, okay, we're going long. And I went in, it almost hit my 20 tick stop, started moving up again, and even though it was traveling back up, I felt like we definitely were going to start heading down. And I got out with only a 10 tick stop, so it was like minus 100. So I lost 100 from the 200 I had started with after crude oil. Then saw something I like setting up for a short, and started getting the tick strike. This 3, 4 started on the meter, building up very quickly. Saw the order flow coming in, and this trade, once it got going, and this is in real time, started moving down. And we all know later on equities just crashed, and I definitely should have rode this down further. There was a lot of ticks to be made, and you can see this is moving. I really like the way this NQ moves once it starts taking off, and really liked it. Okay, so it was up about 15 ticks on the day at that point. Now again, I'm going to just show what NQ did, because I sure wish I had rode this out a little more. If we just scroll here, we can see that when I spoke about yesterday a spine runner, we definitely had one here. Look at this thing go. Just comes out a little bit and back down it goes. And down. And if you look at a 1-minute chart, look at this trend from 9:45 all the way up till like almost 12. It's beautiful. Look how it stays within the EMAs, everything. Really, really incredible move. So hopefully I will learn to stay in a move like that a little bit longer. And sometimes, even if you don't know how far it's going to go, you just ride it out until your indicators tell you to get out. Okay, around 10:15 or so, a little later in the session, I was watching crude oil, suddenly saw, if you see these little vertical lines here, they're called activity lines on the logical forex charts, And when something suddenly happens, they get wide very quick. Tick strikes started going off, and I strongly suspected we were getting one of what I call a power surge out of nowhere. And we got something like that the other day. These are just little unexpected bursts of order flow. And if you're fast on the trigger, you can catch some of these for a quick scalp. And if the market's just throwing something at you, you might as well take it. So I'm going to turn this on, my trade, and this is in real time, guys. You can just see how fast price is moving. I didn't know how far it was going to go. It got real bouncy at this magnet area, and I just decided to take a 10 tick scalp or so. And it's kind of good that I did, because it didn't really do much more than that. And then it started moving down, and that was really all the trades I took today. I was kind of happy. The week is going pretty well. Made over 30 something ticks yesterday, again about 30 today, and when I'm up over 30 it's after 10 something. But again, there was a lot of a huge move down in equities, and oil moved down quite a bit more. I just didn't really take advantage of it, and once these equities had moved down a certain amount, I didn't really want to keep trying to go in and sell more. But there definitely was a trend to ride out, and hopefully in future videos you'll see me staying in some big winners, and but you'll also see my perennial scalps that I like to do as well. That's it for today.